Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Twitch. Podcasts are no longer podcasts. They're TV shows that you can watch every single night. Just search for @Tom and Dan Live. We'd love for you to like and subscribe.
And there's not enough to watch, so now,
now you can watch normal people do stuff that's not as good as what the pros do. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I remember like 10 years, maybe 15 years ago.
Gatekeepers were a good thing, dude.
Well,
Gatekeepers were a good thing.
There was a millionaire that we knew, and he was talking about how a particular airline was desperate for content.
Yes.
For their like whatever they're showing on the plane.
Yeah.
And even 15 years ago, I thought that was weird. I was like, really?
Weren't we trying to get our show on there? Weren't we trying to get our show on there?
He wanted to pitch to get our show. That was before we're doing any sort of video component. But he was like, man, they're dying for any content. And it's funny to even think about that now. Like, no one's dying for content.
Yeah, like I have so much stuff. I have too much stuff to even keep up with. Like even shows I don't want to watch, shows that I want to watch, movies that I want to watch. Like there's no way. It's impossible.
Yeah. I'll tell you what not to watch, Baby Reindeer. I know I'm late with it. Stupid.
How about the onesie? How about the roommate?
No, yeah. Well, Crystal was telling me
roommate in the butt.
Yeah. Well, at that
that means nothing. So I think I can say that.
First time. Also, I don't think you're bringing it on yourself, dude. That's
dude.
No, that's his fault.
But that's how you know he's serious. When he's like, you're bringing it on yourself, quote, dude.
Yeah. But listen,
better than bro.
A lot of victims they bring it on themselves.
Oh my God,
Tom the victim blamer.
I'm not itching myself to that way.
No.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
I do
throw
not
out
agree with the statements Tom has made.
I don't care.
He doesn't care.
Jerry Jones.
He doesn't care, dude.
Tell
He's
me.
gonna be on Jamie Foxx's Instagram a little bit. It
He
sounds
doesn't
like.
care, dude.
Tell me if the reindeer didn't put the boofing on himself. Anyway.
Are we doing Nerd Talk?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, it's time to do it. Oh, here, let me turn it up. Nerds. Nerds.
Jock.
Baby Reindeer.
It's Nerd Jock with EJ. How you doing, EJ?
Good. I had a good time on the cruise.
No, I'm glad you
Yeah,
did.
thank you.
Yeah, you brought that on yourself, dude.
I didn't ask. I
was just saying.
told me some irrelevant information.
This guy's all times level grumpy. Like
He's
you,
mad
no,
that Marlon
yeah,
canceled.
I'll
That's
tell
what
you.
it is.
I'll tell you what was the icing on the
You
cake.
did all that preparation and it's wasted.
We had 2 guests booked for today. We had Edwin McCain and Marlon Wayans, and they both canceled, and we wasted a collective 4 hours of reading time. We do a lot of prep for these guys.
Yeah.
Only to ask them, what's it like coming out to a Marlon Wayans show?
The only preparation I like is H.
I love it.
That was pretty dumb.
Like, you only do the standard anyways.
What do you mean?
What's the worst gig you ever did? And have you ever done one of those
How
college
dare you?
ones?
This is why I'm mean to EJ. It's easy to give it. By the way, also, I do have to say for our audience, it makes me very awkward when you're mean to EJ out in public.
I thought you were talking about me.
Because they're
I thought you were
doing.
talking about me. Oh, yeah, on the
I
cruise.
got called a POS a bunch
On
of
the
times.
cruise,
on the cruise.
It's awkward. I'm like, yo, calm down. That's for the show. This is a human being here.
Do you
We're not
remember,
recording.
and I think you will, because I think this may have been one of my first drinks on the boat. We were standing together, and then you had given me the realization that you were drinking, and I was like, I was like, oh, wow, no way. And some guy goes, hey, you guys need anything? And he had his card out, and you were with me, and he turns to me, he goes, what do you want? Your Coors Light? He goes, hey, what's this fat POS boy? And I'm like, Tom, I will say, I'll give him
They
credit
want
when
to
he
be on
has
the
a
joke.
point.
I understand.
Okay,
I'm not
all
really
right.
mad about it because everyone wants to be part of the team. It's fine.
No, but it's like we're doing a show here. We're giving our buddy Guff here, and he gives it back.
But they go very
There's
hard.
no malice behind when you guys do it. There's malice behind these guys
Well,
doing it
no,
sometimes.
I think they're trying to do it as a joke. They're like, "We heard you do it," but
I
I'm
learned
like,
it from you, Dad.
Yeah, but then one guy did lean over to me and he's like, "We're gonna kill him." I'm like, "No, we're not going to kill him.
Good luck
That's
with
not
that.
the point.
This is not the show.
It's-
Like,
we're just messing around."
even though when we're not on the show, sometimes I do it to EJ too.
Oh yeah, true. That's true.
That is
Via
true.
text.
So
I feel like text
speaking of
don't
that-
count.
Oh, I brought the kayak. Where do you want it?
All right.
Yeah, right up your.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it right in here. I'm
Yeah,
switching out
anyway.
the arcade machine. I'm bringing the kayak in.
I like that guy at the bar. Keep doing it.
Mr. Fat POS.
Maybe do all that work for nothing.
So EJ brought his hand dolly to take out that thing weighs 5 pounds. I don't know why you need a dolly. You can just pick it up.
Just in case I had to take it
What are
further
you so
for the
big
car.
for?
I got a good parking spot up front, so that's the reason why I kind of don't need it. But yeah,
It's almost like you're big for no reason. Anyway, so EJ dropped this Mortal Kombat machine off.
It's a Mortal Kombat 2 machine. It's the
Like a
half size.
it's one of those one-up ones.
Yeah, it's a tinier version. You dropped it off. We've been bitching about it for months. Now
I do kind of like the way it makes the lobby look. I will say that Maisie kind of liked it, although she did bully me and say, "It's your size, Daddy." Which enough of that.
what Josh Wolfe did
Yeah,
to
Josh Wolfe
other
did that.
comedians.
Then Josh Wolfe said, "Let me take a picture of you with it." I was like, "Nah, that's okay." then he said, "Hold on, just take a picture of me with it, and I'll send it to
Brad Williams.
to little person comedian Brad Williams."
That's
This whole stupid,
I love that.
this whole stupid
Oh, it
Mortal
pays
Kombat
off.
machine has spiraled out of control.
Now Brad Williams
Yeah.
like, what the F?
Yeah, Brad Williams is now
And
mad
then
at Josh
you,
Wolfe.
he's gonna cancel on you next time he comes.
My
for sure.
daughter is making fun of me, saying, "Oh, did you play the video game, Daddy?"
So, right after you dropped it off, we started scheming a way to get you back for leaving trash at our studio.
We did.
It's not trash.
And then,
Yeah.
then we came up with the idea, like, let's buy a replica of it.
We were gonna just buy the case.
Okay.
We were just gonna buy. I was like,
Well,
they sell these
without the
things.
electronics in it,
We're gonna
yeah.
buy the case without the electronics and
Well,
do a prank.
But the only thing they did sell was the actual entire thing,
Yeah.
which is like $300
Yeah,
at
it's
Walmart.
not too expensive. Yeah.
But so then I was like, oh, I found one for $89.99.
You did.
Oh my God,
And they're like,
really?
we're buying this right now
Yeah,
because
yeah.
our
Oh man, I
'cause-
ran in there with a card.
because we're gonna get the replica, the same one.
Oh,
and
we
then,
had so many dreams of what we were
and
doing.
then we were like, should we use the Bucker Brigade junk removal
Yeah.
new sponsor, and
Oh, that
then
would've
there
been
and then
good for a
smash
bit, yeah.
Yeah, we're
you
gonna
know.
have the Bucket Brigade firefighters come over here and smash it in the back of their truck. Then one of them that was just gonna be just for us. I was gonna take a poop on the top of it.
I thought you were just gonna have Justin come in here and do Van by the River
We-
kind
we-
of thing,
no, we-
scenario,
then-
fall through it.
Then you were gonna do one where you just like threw it outside.
Yeah, we were gonna shoot it up. We're
Yeah.
gonna do, but then
we
we
were going to give it to a listener because we thought you wouldn't believe the other ones. We were like, well, what if we just say like, hey, free to anybody who can get it, and then just have somebody come pick up the one we bought and just take it away.
So then I get the email. It arrived at my house. So I told
Oh,
Daniel
we're so
it was a
excited.
Friday.
So excited. We were freaking out.
So I'm like, oh, it arrived at my house, and then I was like, I'm gonna let my sons play on it for a little bit
It'll
before
look
we
better.
break it.
It'll
I was
look better used.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, it's on $90, but before we blow it up somehow.
Yeah.
So I get home and then I don't see it. I'm like, where the hell is it? And then I'm like, I'm like checking my email. I'm like, hold on, it says it showed up. And then I text Crystal. I'm like, hey, did a giant package show up? And she's like, one package showed up, but it's not giant. And they're like, what the hell? And then I go inside my
I know
house.
which one he got.
They make the exact same
Same
one,
thing,
but
but
it's
it's like
miniature.
this
Yeah,
big,
it's like 18 inches. And then I was like, God damn it!
We were so mad.
And then I was like, oh
He
God!
didn't even tell me. He was so mad.
Yeah.
He's like, we got here on Monday. He's like, I shamed the
You
show.
wasted
He's
that
like,
much money on
I wasted
something.
this money. Now I got to send it back.
Yeah, and then I was like, why do they make how many different sizes of these things?
Oh, they
It
had
was
like 5
ridiculous.
different sizes of them.
Yeah, well, who the hell is buying 5
Like,
different sizes of some old
in
ass
my day, it was
Mortal
one
Kombat?
size Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
You know?
Stupid.
The one that's like 5.5 feet tall.
Yeah, just a regular Mortal Kombat. But they do it with, it's just a money grab. They do it now with pinball machines where you can buy, this is what happened to Cadillac Pat. He has a Ninja Turtles pinball machine, but it's like the lowest level. There's like regular, Supreme, Platinum.
All different types.
And then one is
Yeah.
like extreme, where it has like better speakers. It's beefier, like the construction
Has
of
a
it's
light
beefier.
up and everything. Yeah.
So, EJ, before we start Nerd Jock,
Okay.
you said you were sad for
Oh, no,
some
I can't
reason.
talk about that.
No,
Seriously. No, seriously.
Oh,
no,
okay,
no,
okay.
that's not a joke.
Oh, okay.
I got to talk to Dan mostly.
Oh my God!
Oh, okay.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I'm listening. Why do they talk to Daniel?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
counseling.
glad that happens,
Me
by the
and
way.
Brad
No,
Williams
it's
are
not
easy to talk
counseling,
to.
so-
I don't need you to have some awkward, like, hey, close the door. Oh, my God. And then you tell me some sad story. I'm like, oh, okay. What am I
He's
supposed
not good for that.
Yeah, what can I do about it? Anyway,
no.
All right. So
Let's jump right into it.
Yeah.
Well, let's start off with a funny one then. I sent this text to Daniel the other day as soon as I saw it. Did you see Jerry Jones talking on Instagram with Jamie Foxx when they were watching the practice?
No.
Oh, I didn't get this tag. That's
Oh,
why
you didn't
I
get the
didn't know what
video?
you. No, I didn't know what you were talking about.
Oh,
but I get what you're-
man.
No, should I pull this up?
Yes.
Oh,
Gotta be careful about the. I think there's no profanity in it, but like towards the end, Jamie Foxx is watching the Dallas Cowboys practice, and Jerry Jones is talking about a player there, and he's giving him his descriptions. He runs like a 4.2 40. He's 189 pounds. He's like 5'11" and a half. And then he keeps going and says something he probably shouldn't say on the air.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
So now I am interested, and it's going to, and I'm hoping that it turns real crazy. But Jerry Jones is an old man.
Oh yeah,
who
no censor off.
But he's got the right colored teeth to go bat-ass crazy. I need yellow tooth billionaire craze mode.
So, and he's one of a few NFL billionaire owners that really, really care about winning
and
the
losing,
Super Bowl. And like he's always been more involved than a lot of critics say he should be, with even picking players and being in charge of the team. He doesn't like coaches that want to have total control, because he's like, nope, I'm having some control.
Yeah.
And everybody talks about like how he is going all in to try to win another Super Bowl before he dies.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that it goes real crazy, because he's got unlimited money and and by far owns the most valuable franchise in the entire league. Plus, also, a lot of people say that he's got basically the a control in the NFL as a whole, and he's so ingrained into the whole NFL that he's got a lot of power.
Do
anyway,
you want to hear what he said here?
Yeah.
So Jamie Foxx ends his, I guess it was a
Instagram Live, I think it was.
Yeah, Instagram Live, seemingly
out of nowhere.
Jerry, out of nowhere. I'll just, if I have to
For a
edit
reason.
it, it's
so
fine.
Jamie Foxx actually Instagram Live.
Yeah, he's Instagram Living. He's like flipping the camera back and forth, watching the practice at the same time as he's talking to Jerry Jones.
Okay.
Let's see if this plays here. Okay, hold on.
Getting the audio is always weird. They're playing music at the practice.
Okay. 9 3-inch head. 8.5-inch dick.
Whoa.
And then he shuts the Instagram off.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones said he had an 8.5-er. Oh, Jerry. Oh,
That's what I said. He's a meat gazer in the locker room.
You got some yellow teeth crazy. It's happening. Old yellow tooth want that meat.
Sorry about that. I warned you about it. Yeah.
That's fine. I'll gladly edit
That's
that
an
out.
old oil man joke. So also went smaller than he could have as far as the joke. Like, I like that Jerry Jones thought that was so absurd that it was funny.
No, I thought he was being serious. I thought he actually knew, and he was trying to hit it on the nut.
That's an old man joke. Where he started, I'm sure he's done that a million times, where he starts rattling off stats, and then he throws that stat in to make his other millionaire friend.
It's like my dad when he's talking about a new car or something, and he's like, ice cold air and the best set of bolt-on T-words you've ever seen in your life. Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting what decisions Jerry Jones makes in the next 7 years, because he's only getting crazier.
Oh, for sure.
And my favorite thing I've learned from the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders television show on Netflix is that they have a virtual Jerry Jones that you can visit inside the stadium. And he's sitting down, and you can walk up to it and ask it questions, and it'll reply to you.
Yeah, I'm sure he did that so his legacy lives on after he dies.
Super creepy.
And so it's just going to be such good entertainment. If he goes full on in crazy,
he may be too insulated.
I mean, he's got his son.
His daughter is pretty involved.
And to take it over, but he still wants.
Oh, yeah, he wants hands-on the whole time. He wants to be the GM at the same time as being the owner.
Yeah, and I think that he's just going to go away quietly.
No.
And that's what I'm interested to see, because no matter what, cognitively, you start losing it from age.
Oh, he's already losing it.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Well, we definitely get to talk about the NFL. How'd you do in your gambling this weekend?
Horrible, EJ.
This might be the end of it. He's the rumors are he's taking a step back from the old.
Yeah, it was hard to watch the Dolphins game, dude. There was a flag on almost every play.
Yeah,
it was so hard to watch.
We were calling that like when we were in the chat. We were in the Guillotine League chat. And then it was just like, there we go.
There's another
Offsides
flag.
again. It
Yeah.
was like, boom. It was like, it was a very slow
And then they were
game.
bad calls too. They weren't even like the guy didn't even move, and they called false start, and it was just ugh.
So I'm kind of gun shy with making predictions. So I won't say this is a prediction, but mainly what I believe, and it's unpopular opinion, but it's about Tua and his
Okay.
concussions. Now, I do agree, and I've heard people talk about like he shouldn't have had such a bad concussion.
He should have slid on that play instead of.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But I mean, even the,
Nobody's sliding. He didn't slide last night.
the
I
hit
know.
wasn't. It wasn't that. It
wasn't
concussion
egregious. Yeah.
worthy. Where like it basically just ran into Damar Hamlin and like knocked himself out essentially.
It was awkward.
And people are saying like he shouldn't have been knocked out that easy. That's a sign that he's already had.
Well, once you
concussions
get
or whatever.
one, it's easy to get another one.
But every time I'm like, oh, this guy needs to retire, whatever. But it's up to a neurologist and a doctor. Like, and with concussions, yes, it's not good to have lots of them, but it really is real bad back to back.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, in the 90s, these players used to have 5 concussions a game, or like at least multiple. They used to give them smelling
Trakeman,
salts.
remember
Yeah.
that? Yeah,
I mean,
he was bad every
They
week.
give you the
EJ,
salt and get you
yeah.
right back out.
You played at UM in the 90s with some of the best football players that
99,
have
03.
already retired.
Yeah. Frank Gore was the last one to retire that I
Yeah,
played
yeah.
with.
But even back then, there was concussions all the time, right? Smelling salts
I
back,
got a couple concussions at Miami. That was the worst injury that I got. Yeah.
falling off the bench.
No, be in the practice
It's a variation
squad
of the guard tower joke. I support that. I support
No,
that.
Al Blades flipped me on my head once, and Chris Campbell spun me like a top, trying to do a kick him out.
And I
Which,
know
man, ugh.
we know more now, but as far as like football, like playing the game, like you would. Or I would, as a fan and as a fantasy football owner of Tua, would rather him get concussions than get blow his MCL out or
Yeah.
ACL out. That's harder to come back from.
Yeah.
The concussions immediately, like the doctor would be like, he's fine the next day.
Yeah.
He's not going to remember his grandkids' names. Well, that's far down the road.
Is there
that's
any,
up to him.
Is there any
Maybe
play,
it won't
Is
matter.
there any play here at all for Tua to come back and play and get concussed again and tell people like
he'll wear a guardian
the
cap.
odds,
Like, is
the odds
it
are a lot
done?
higher
Well,
than he's
here's
going to
my
get
que- here's
another
my
I
one.
bet
Plays
you-
again.
Here's my real question. Is it like it's impossible for him to say, dig his heels in and go like, look, no matter what I get, this is my life. I like football and I'm going to play. And if I keep getting concussions, that's my choice because I like doing this. So, but that's not, that's not going to be a thing, right?
Well,
we're not like, as society will not allow that to happen.
well,
Is that
that's-
where we're
It,
at?
it just depends on everything. It depends on what the neurologists say. It depends on his feelings about it. Like, okay, do I want to remember my kids at the end of the year?
Oh, I
But
think these
you're-
are all
So,
valid
yeah.
reasons. I'm just saying, like, but there is a point, though. What if you just, like, I want to play?
But you're not a neurologist. He's going to remember
Yeah.
his kids. Maybe the neurologist, like your brain, you
It's
gave it
different for each person.
You
yeah.
give it a time to heal, and then it's fine. There's no evidence to say that this is going to create long term. I know Favre just got Parkinson's, and
Yeah,
people will
that
try to
was
point at
released
concussions,
today.
but that's up to a neurologist to determine or
Yeah.
doctors. Society doesn't know anything. And they let Damar Hamlin back on the field. That guy died. They quit. They stopped the game. They were giving him compressions, and the NFL, I for sure was like, oh, they're gonna try to sweep this under the rug. The NFL
Yeah.
doesn't want this because what if it happened again and he's out there again?
I'm not a hard ass with this stuff, though, but I
Ruining
think
too.
if you want to play, play. I've always been that
It's-
way
yeah.
with sports.
If a
though. Like,
doctor
It's your
don't-
decision. At the
yeah,
end of the day, it's your decision. But
yeah,
at the same time,
I-
with brain injuries, you have to worry about, is he of right, sound mind to make
Sure.
those decisions, too, at the same
and
time.
and a doctor will make that decision. But I
Yeah.
also feel that way about like any like firefighters that get injured on duty, and then they like
Keep
why
going, yeah.
why do you want to go back? I love doing. Okay, well then you should be able to do that. Like if he wants to do it, he should be able to do it.
But I do think they're gonna make him wear a
Yeah.
guardian cap.
Oh, for sure.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what
They're going
that's
to try
my
to give him
point, is
the
that
new stuff
I
all over
don't,
the place.
I don't know if they'll even let that happen because is it too bad of a story? Like if we knew, and we don't, but if like a doctor said, "Oh my God, this is bad," we looked at it, and based on what I know about neurology and me as a doctor, this guy's going to be like Muhammad Ali at Muhammad Ali's age. Well, then he'll never play again.
Yeah. But if you think about what Muhammad Ali did and what Tua did, it's like that's two different things.
I understand, but
one guy's punching.
But it's also not the same for each person because everybody's different.
Of course, yeah.
So.
And then it's like the brain is insanely complicated, and the regular society doesn't know. I don't know. It's going to be interesting what happens.
You got to get Spencer back in here to explain the brain again.
But
no, he doesn't like it.
He doesn't. The neurologists are still figuring things out.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I'm saying?
saying.
Like,
we're not there.
But I will say that something's going to happen because now we don't have Skylar Thompson.
Boyle?
Boyle!
Let him boil.
Oh, God.
Didn't you bring up Boyle as a joke prior to the season?
I don't know. We got rid of Mike White.
No. You were making jokes about Mike White.
Yeah,
That's who you were
yeah,
making jokes about. Yeah, and you did get.
Well, we picked
rid
up
of
the
him.
guy from the Ravens, so Huntley, is it?
Yeah,
No,
Tyler
yeah.
Huntley.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
amazing.
Good
luck.
Good. Like,
Yeah.
We're gonna switch our scheme. That guy's a runner. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like we are. That's where you come into problems when
Yeah.
you start. All of a sudden, you bring in a backup quarterback that's a runner. All of a sudden, you have a whole scheme switch, and then it's like now the whole team's thrown off. Oh God, it's a mess.
It is a mess.
For sure.
It sucks because I like the Dolphins. What else you got?
Well, we got to talk about Caitlin Clark winning the Rookie of the Year in the WNBA.
I did not see that. I did see her black eye. Wow.
Yeah.
That is a tough game. And
You'll take an elbow. It's bad.
At
yeah.
this point, doesn't she have like close to like 23 records, 18?
It's crazy amount of records.
And
I just
Angel
know that
Reese has the. If Caitlin Clark doesn't have the record, Angel Reese does. It's like those two women have come into ladies basketball and just destroyed.
I think Angel Reese has the rebounds and Caitlin Clark has the assists. Those are the
Crazy.
two big ones that they both made rookie records.
Crazy.
For sure.
I don't spend any time watching. I know a lot of people watch.
My mom is in love with it. She stops everything what she does and goes to watch the game.
The
it's
WNBA?
The WNBA. She watched the Fever for Caitlin Clark.
Interesting.
I know that it brought a bunch of publicity, and then that's why the players are kind of like rebelling against her because they're like, "Why is all the attention on her?" You know. But I don't know anybody in my life that started watching WNBA because of it.
They said it 3 times the amount of people are watching it now compared to last season. So
3 times 1 is 3.
that's still.
I'm sorry. I
know where to go from there. God.
No, I do. I like that. I made me laugh. That was funny.
Oh, the only other story I have for sports is did you see football beat USF really badly in Tampa?
UM's been on a tear, right?
Dude, they're pretty good.
Yeah,
Cam Ward
beat up on the Gators pretty bad, right?
Yep. And they beat what was it, Ball State or something like that?
Yeah. UM's doing pretty
they're
good.
doing good. But the one that made me the most impressed was they're routing USF at the time, and Cam Ward says we're going right in this gap right before the play because they were talking a bunch of Cass S on him on Instagram. So he's like, we're going right here. We're going to score on this play right here. And sure enough, that's what they did.
So, what USF though weren't on the same.
No, they played them good at the beginning of the game. They were leading like 10-7.
They're up and coming team, right?
They're always good. They play everybody good, no matter who they're against. Yeah,
they seem to. That seems like a younger college that gets a lot of heat. You know,
well, they're going to get a new stadium. They're going to do on-campus stadium instead of playing at Raymond James.
I went to a USF drum camp back in the day.
Yeah?
And stayed in the dorms there and played snare drum for a full week.
They always had camps. They had football camps at USF
dance
that we went.
camps. Yeah, we have some friends that.
Oh man, I remember my armpits getting torn up because of the fit drills. Ugh.
I wonder what colleges, business-wise, are experiencing now.
I bet it's hard.
You don't really hear that they're having that much trouble though. I don't see stories like, hey, their enrollment's down or anything like that. But you'd think it would be just because of all the options.
It seems like it is everywhere. You do hear it with the armed services, which would be your. Some people go to college, some people go I know that recruiters are having a terrible time.
And I know with technical schools and just you have so many more options, and then it's not.
I don't think anybody's doing anything,
pushed.
Tom. I don't.
I
think everybody's just like, I'm just gonna ride it out for a little while, see how this goes.
But then, I feel obligated to push my sons to go to some sort of college. If it's not, because they don't.
It's just a point. I look at it like a point. It's like filing down a pencil or something.
Tommy's 10 years old.
It's not that far away.
8 years, it's like 8 years.
You got to make a decision. Yeah,
it's not that far, and then he's not going to know what he's going to want to do in 8 years. So it's like if you don't know, then go to university and then at least get that. But if you definitely want to be something, then of course I could push you in the right direction. That's not
like
so
a trade
broad.
school instead of
But he's not going to know.
That's why I always
hated
hated
know nothing.
That's what my nephew's doing. He's
but
in a trade
going
school.
without knowing were most of my friends, right? And they all, when the ones that I went with, that's why I always hated the old cliche, like you can't finish, or or being bagging on people for not having their major declared or not knowing what you want to do. I mean, like sometimes you use college as a
springboard,
as a way to figure that out. And I can't make the argument that anybody I went to school with was worse off for going to college. I mean, like...
Well, a lot of people that have an insane amount of debt.
My student loans, I'm still paying my student loans. So
but I mean, like, I wouldn't... Well, I was
my
experience
experiences
say
there
I wouldn't
worth
call
the
you
money,
a failure, but I'll walk that back.
So my friends...
I'm going to walk that back.
People would pay the money that I paid in student loans to have the experiences that I had, for sure.
Yeah. It's just
I'd have to know the experience.
More.
I'd have to know what
Getting beat up by Hall of Famers every day at practice.
Is it like? Was it like? Did you go to any of the world-renowned U of M freak-offs?
No.
Okay.
I was too busy trying to compete with these guys every day, so I'd go home early, study, go to bed early. I didn't drink. I just ate good as what I could, and it
worked out for you.
Nice job. Are those the experiences?
Well, these guys would come straight from South Beach and still blow the doors off me every single time at practice.
Tom, you're right.
It wasn't fair.
Tom and I would pay your student loans to go to bed early. All right. All right. Well, we're going to nerd.
Let's go over to nerd. Okay.
You're right. It is fun bullying him.
You're right.
I see. Everyone wants to be in on the joke, and I understand. I totally understand.
Poop on his arcade.
I want this so bad. Do it
right now.
I've got one in me.
Don't do that.
All right.
Because I'll then bring my wife over here, and then you'll have to deal with her.
Oh no!
And then if you mean to her, then I gotta be
never
really
be mean to her.
Yeah.
I love her.
I know. Have you guys been watching the Penguin Show on Max? There's only been one episode so far.
I am the Penguin Show. What are you talking about? I don't want to watch a show about a little guy who's mean. I am that guy.
So explain what the show is.
So okay, Matt Reeves is the one who directed the new Batman with Robert Pattinson. And this is supposed to be...
Wait, that's the sparkly Twilight Batman, right?
That's
where
the sparkly Twilight one.
He's sensitive Batman.
No, he's emo Batman more than anything.
Emo Batman. That's what they were calling him. Okay.
Yeah, so that one was pretty good. It had the Riddler in it, and this is a continuation.
You know what would have been awesome?
So was Colin Farrell
if they'd had
Penguin
the
in
Rizzler in it.
Oh, God.
From the Costco guys. That would be pretty awesome.
Hey, maybe they could have him as Kid
It's
Rizzler.
A boom, not a doom.
Although I cannot stop thinking about Danny DeVito's Penguin character.
Where he bit the guy's nose off and everything. Yeah.
But it's also so absurdly cartoony compared to this Penguin.
Yeah.
Yes.
That, so was the Joker, obviously, but
the prosthetics that Colin Farrell is amazing in it. Have you
I
seen
will
it?
say the scene that Danny DeVito bites the nose off bothers me still. It does. It does bother me still.
I wonder why.
And the makeup on the new Penguin is good, dude.
Yes, it's amazing,
it's
right?
Amazing.
They spend so much. I think that's the reason why it's not going to last that long. They're only going to do this and then be done with it.
And that's Colin Farrell.
It's
right?
Colin Farrell,
Yeah.
and there's a nude scene in the first one, and he's naked, and they used a prosthetic for him as well, but they don't show it. But there was one in his makeup.
If you're not going to show it, don't do it. It's a waste of money.
They did waste it. They did waste the money.
If you're going to go to all the trouble to create a disgusting prop weenie of the penguin's weenie, and then you have to show it, at least in the deleted features.
I feel like this is obviously a direct result of the Joker and the popularity of the Joker, and obviously they're coming out with the new Joker, and so they're like, well, we could do a darker version of all these characters. Except for Mr. Freeze, which
supposedly that's going to be the next villain. Yes, yeah.
Well, I will say
either that or the Court of Owls.
Now the
is the two theories.
The Mr. Freeze that isn't Arnold, the Mr. Freeze from
the Batman animated series,
or from Batman Arkham Knights,
like
that Mr. Freeze, because
maybe.
Now,
he's such a tragic character, and it's such an amazing story.
He froze his love. He froze his true love.
He's only bad because he's trying to save her.
Yeah, he's trying to save his wife. He froze her to try and save his true love, and then something happened.
I totally understand his
something
motivations.
happened to him, to her, right, and destroyed
because they were going to kill her because they were going to shut off the freezer that was keeping her alive, and he killed the guy that was going to kill his wife.
Yeah, and then so he used all that anger.
Yeah.
I kind of like him. I kind of think out of all of them, I get where you're going. If they put Arnold, it's a boo.
Everybody
Well, they
chill.
can't,
Yeah, it's terrible.
Oh, they have to go
Like kill the dinosaurs, the Ice Age.
ultra dark.
Yeah.
And then they got the the Riddler.
Who would play
Jim
him,
Carrey. It'd have to be a darker
Now,
Riddler.
Mr. Freeze originally, when I like my Mr. Freeze, I'll just explain the one I like.
Okay.
The one in like any Batman video game or like the animated series, he's lean. He's not muscly. He's a skinny dude.
Yeah.
He's like a very
He's a
skinny
pole.
nerd, kind of like a nerd in a spacesuit, right?
Yeah.
And I think you could make him almost like evil scientist a little bit in that.
I think one of the Skarsgård brothers would be a good Mr. Freeze.
I could see
Any
that.
of them, yeah.
I can see that. That's Pennywise, right?
Yeah, well, Pennywise or the guy that was in True Blood.
Okay, yeah.
Any of those guys would probably be a good Mr. Freeze.
Can I
Chill
make?
out.
opinion.
I'm gonna make fun of the Joker for a second because I watched the first Joker. I understand
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix did a good job acting.
Yeah.
Like,
You told me not to watch it, so I didn't watch it.
It
was
it's actually
kinda
kind
depressing.
Of,
Yeah.
disturbing, which
Yeah.
is why everybody.
Washing his mom in the bathtub.
yeah,
And,
and the whole
failed
thing.
comedian.
And so it's and then he's just kind of doing
Let's
the
ease
same
up on
thing.
the people that wash their moms, please.
And I'm just like, all right, I get it. You're riding in the back of a car. You're laughing. You're sad.
Yeah, he's
You
a
know.
failed open micer. That's what he is. It's really easy.
And then all the scenes are just long scenes of them just the cameras focused on his face and he's laughing sad. It's like, oh, I
And
get
panning
it,
out, seeing
Joker.
the chaos behind him that he's
Yeah.
caused.
You see, these
It's,
crazy scenes are showing his range of emotions as an insane individual.
Yeah.
And then he had a card that told the reason why he laughs.
Yeah. It's I'm just saying we get it.
This is what I've been saying to the Marvel guys for forever. I'm like, just stop.
That's
Yeah.
the next thing I got. I got the Thunderbolts. This is the next. Have you seen the new trailer for the Thunderbolts?
I don't even know
What
what
is
the
that?
Thunderbolts is.
Okay, Thunderbolts is kind of like the Suicide Squad from DC, but it's more like in the comic books. It was after all the Marvel superheroes disappeared after Onslaught. They brought in this team, and it was supposed to be like the replacement Avengers, and they were the Thunderbolts. Turns out they were just villains that were pretending to be good guys, and it was Baron Zemo was the lead of them, and he brought
Baron
all these guys.
Zemo.
Yeah.
So now that where we're at is like all you can bring to me, Marvel guys, is Baron Zemo.
Dude, Baron Zemo dancing in Winter Soldier and
This is where
Falcon
we're at
was
now.
awesome.
We got Spider-Mans and Supermans and Batmans. We got all this crazy stuff. We got original ones.
It's very grounded, except for they're going to bring in the Sentry, which is like Homelander.
Baron Zemo.
And
Really?
Sentry.
All right.
Did you watch? I know it's
Agatha All Along?
No, Beetlejuice.
I didn't go see it.
All right.
I think it was too late for the sequel to come out, and I just didn't have time. We were going on the cruise.
Did you
and-
go?
Yeah, I
Did
went.
you go? How'd
yeah.
you like it?
Okay. So my honest opinion is it's fine.
Were you
right?
upset that
Yeah. So you
Jeffrey
gave
wasn't in it?
Wait a minute. If you gave
The
it a, it's-
pedophile that was the dad?
if you gave it a, it's fine. Then that
Yeah.
is the equivalent of what? 2 stars?
No, not
If he
necessarily.
likes it, usually, yeah. That
It's fine.
He hates
It's-
everything.
It's fine as a 3.5.
That's a 3.5.
Yeah. But it's gotta be a
How
little-
high is your? Where's
Like, what's your favorite movie of all time other than Shawshank?
Wait, if you do
Oh,
the
I don't
best,
know.
it's like Shawshank's a holy moly for you.
Yeah.
That's a 5. Yeah, like
Or Ooh La La. What's your number one? Ooh La La?
So I brought my sons for Beetlejuice, and really like
Nice.
me, Crystal, and Crystal's mom went, and then my boys.
Nice.
And then we
Family movie time.
We had them watch the first one. And I was like a little bit concerned like it was going to be over too much for Max.
There's
So
a
he's
couple
like,
of little things in
Yeah.
there, maybe.
you know, there's a lot of the dead people and
Yeah.
the
underworld
lady
or whatever.
smoking out of her throat.
Yeah,
Real-
there's
Yeah.
like
The
how they
tranquilizer.
died,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But it was good, but it's more on the fine of like it's not exceptional.
Okay.
You know what you're gonna get, kind of
Yeah.
like they basically did the standard, and you got the sequel Beetlejuice. You know,
Okay.
it's,
It's a like
it's
here
nothing
it is.
fantastic.
Yeah, okay.
you know
That's what I figured.
And you can kind of guess the plot and how it went, and it's one of those.
Do they
things.
leave it open for a third?
No, I mean, they could do another. I just think like that's anybody else but Michael Keaton can't do that.
Yeah,
That people,
okay.
I don't think people will accept like another Beetlejuice, and I don't think it would sell. I mean, maybe you could do it and try it for cheap, but I think this is probably the last one.
All right.
But he did a good job.
Jenny
Michael,
Ortega do a good job?
The who?
Jenny Ortega.
Is that the new?
The one that plays
Yeah.
Wednesday Addams.
Yeah. She did fine.
She's fine. Yeah.
She did her job. She's just like she always.
Everything
does.
was fine, and how they handled the dad.
He was a pedophile.
What did he do again?
He had child porn on his computers.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was some sort of child porn thing. So they handled
The
that.
principal from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Although, even though they handled it with not showing him, but actually having him in, they put him in the movie too much.
That they had to pay him still. They had to pay this pedophile
Wait,
because
so there's
because his appearance.
Yeah,
there was a picture of him. Yeah,
they used his likeness, so I believe
so they
did,
still had to
did
pay
have
him.
to compensate him.
Because I feel like the writers could have just eliminated that.
Mention him. That's it. All you have to do is mention him, and you don't have to do
what
anything.
Roseanne did. You're just like, she died.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah, but they used him a lot. And
Yeah.
then, so it's
Man.
So not obviously in a creative way, but they did do a claymation.
But his
like
presence is there.
Yeah, and it's like they could have just wrote him out totally.
But I'm okay with it because
Why?
I don't like it that pedophiles can ruin our creative stories.
Right?
You know what I mean? Like that's my story. If I were Tim Burton or whatever, I'd be like, no, pedophile, you don't get away with that. I'm taking my story back. You know, like it was my fault I cast somebody and then you did something crazy later on down the line. I'm keeping my character, dude.
Like, I'm not that good of a writer at all, but I feel like I could have figured out a way not to even mention him at all.
Yeah.
Like, I think they could have just he died
shall
years
not be
ago,
named.
and then move
But
totally
the answer
on.
to that is fan service. They're trying to. It's such a beloved property that in order to avoid it, you almost get more heat. It's almost like It's like you by not even even addressing it. People are like, "Well, why didn't you address it?" So by hitting it head on, sometimes people look at that as like, "Okay, well, you had the balls to do
One
that."
and done,
at least.
Yeah. Anyway, what's next, EJ?
The next thing I have is have you watched Agatha All Along yet?
No,
It's the WandaVision sequel that remember Catherine Hahn is Agatha and she was the bad lady in that movie. She was the witch.
Okay. So, where is this on?
It's on Disney Plus.
Okay.
It just came out. The new episode comes out Wednesday. Tomorrow is another one at 9
I
o'clock.
don't think I use Disney Plus anymore. I think I just realized that.
And it's that you
You don't
have
have Disney Plus and
I know I
Hulu
have it.
and ESPN Plus?
I have it. I'm just saying I don't think I use Disney Plus.
And now it's like Max is included with it.
Yeah, I don't think we use that
yeah.
anymore. I think we do we do Hulu. We use that.
Prime.
We use Netflix, obviously. We're watching, Prime. I'll use
Yeah.
that for Chimp Crazy and stuff like that, I think is on
You use
there.
Peacock.
HBO. Then.
No, I don't think I do. I think Disney Plus, I think we're out. I think I'm done with that one.
Although you can't get rid of
No,
it.
I don't know how
No.
I don't know how to get rid of it. I don't know how it's connected.
Well, the new Deadpool movie is going to come out on October 1st is when it'll be on Disney Plus.
Okay, good.
So, yeah, that's worth doing, yeah.
So Agatha Plus.
Agatha All Along.
Oh,
is the name.
If you loved Agatha, you're going to love Agatha
It has
Plus.
Aubrey Plaza's in it as well, and a lot of great actors and actresses in it.
And
for
it's
sure.
good?
Yeah, I enjoy it a lot. A lot of people are hating on it because it's a mostly women cast.
But is anything good right now? Or are we just putting out so much stuff that everything's just okay?
This is
It's
the problem I
fine,
have.
just fine.
No, but is everything just fine? Because we're putting out too much stuff. We need to all pull back, and just sit
You can't
for
have
a couple of days and just don't put anything out.
I think, like you always say, being mean to stuff is funny, and gushing over stuff is not funny. So I think there's too much people hating on stuff just because they want to be like influencers and stuff like that.
You're going to go negative if you want a reaction.
Yeah.
And that's what
Yeah,
the
if you're
internet
liking
is.
it, they're like, okay, I'm going along with you. You're noise out there. You're not anything.
Like even me saying Beetlejuice is just fine is
Yeah.
horrible entertainment.
Yeah, it's not good.
So,
Yeah.
I needed
If
to
you would have hated on it,
we
we
would
would have loved
it.
something. Yeah.
You know,
But we wanted your honest opinion.
Yeah, we want to hear. What was that one movie that you watched with the crow that she ate the crow and she was dying?
No, it wasn't
of cancer?
a crow.
Wednesday.
It was
Wednesday.
Wasn't
It was a
called,
parrot.
Wasn't it
It was
called
a parrot,
Tuesday?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, whatever. It is.
See, when you hated on that, that's great entertainment.
Wednesday
for sure.
is a completely different movie.
Yeah, but that's honest because there's no reason to hate on Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
It really is. If you hated on it, you're trying.
You're
to,
nitpicking.
and
Yeah.
you're trying to be over the top,
Right.
and have like over the top.
and then it's
opinion.
disingenuous, and we know it too.
Yeah, because or if you really loved it, that's completely different. Because I heard some people in the theater like they were laughing at things that I weren't, and they were getting like they must have been really Beetlejuice fans of the original.
They call themselves juicers.
They were getting all the juicer callbacks,
Yeah.
and like they loved like there was a little Easter eggs and stuff. Like
Yeah, they
even-
hit a lot of stuff in there for people, for the super fans.
and the super fans probably loved it more than me.
What was that guy's name? Was it Jack LaLanne that was the juicer?
Jack LaLanne did Juice.
Okay,
yes.
I was gonna do that
Yeah,
joke.
old
I
Jack
didn't
LaLanne.
want to say it wrong and get blasted in the comment
No,
section.
I think you got that
Yeah.
one right. What
They
else
were-
you got for nerd stuff?
The last thing I have is, have you guys been watching One Piece? Have you finished watching that yet?
My sons.
Because they already announced some of the new cast.
I don't even know what my sons are watching anymore.
Okay, I like
Stop
that.
paying attention.
I like that. Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think they finished it.
Do they clear their internet history? Is that what happens?
No, I don't know.
I showed them how to do that. When I was
Yeah.
over.
They're watching
Incognito.
anime. I came in there.
Oh,
like,
that could get bad. They get some squid tentacles.
Tommy's watching some anime. I'm like, what the hell is this? He's like, anime. I'm deep into it. 5 seasons. I'm like, oh my god.
Deep in anime, you wouldn't understand it.
Yeah, then I just back out slowly.
Does he like dubs or does he like subtitles?
No, I have no idea. Some cartoon anime. Again, I don't have CJ. I'm like, watch whatever you want to watch.
I set your sandwich by the door, son. How about I get it when you want
You're
it?
too
I
busy
love you.
making egg sandwiches and digging mud holes in the backyard.
I
your
hate you,
choice.
jerk.
Maybe your wife is right about a lot of stuff.
What? No. So what is this now?
They're new, saying the new cast. Like Joe Manganiello is going to be on.
Joe Manganiello.
I always say his name wrong. The guy that was in True Blood, he was the werewolf. He's also that big. He's like a nerd jock. He's that really big guy. He was Deathstroke in the new Superman versus Batman movie at the end.
No, all right.
I'm
I
trying to
got
think.
nothing.
Oh God, I'm trying to think of what's a good example. He always plays tabletop games, and he plays D&D, but he's like a big guy. He's like my size.
So he's in the cast of One Piece now?
Yeah, he's gonna be Mr. Zero or Crocodile, as it was the announcement. And then there are also another couple other people.
These are like whimsical baby pirates.
Oh
that
yeah,
are-
it's all weird
Yeah.
characters.
It's for younger audience.
Right, that's what I
think. Yeah,
thought.
yeah.
Oh, Magic Mike, he was the firefighter.
Yeah,
there you go.
Everybody was
Okay.
trying to get me to watch this and like One Piece, and every time I'd watch like it looks real.
Yeah, my
It's
kids like it.
amazing.
Yeah, the production quality looks top tier, but it just I think I'm a little.
It's too baby.
Yeah,
I
just a
can
touch.
see it. Yeah,
But I'm not gonna diss on how great it does look like. They're putting a ton of money.
I never
and
watched the anime, but like I
have
love
watched
the live
a couple
action.
episodes of the anime. And
I couldn't get into the anime.
I mean, it's fine.
You gotta watch something for adults like Baby Reindeer. You watch it, you're like, what the hell? What the hell am I watching?
Why would you write this down? This is not a story to tell people. This is not a story to tell people. You have a stalker and your roommate. You wake up and he.
I got out of bed and I'm
I'm
like,
glad
I'm
I didn't
watching
watch
football. I walked to the living room and turned on.
I hate watching movies like that. Like they ruin your day, and then you have to do something really the opposite of that.
I've been holding.
And Chris is all into it. I'm like, oh, what the hell?
I don't know if I dreamt this, but I'm going to need your help in looking
Okay.
this up. But I'm pretty sure I saw on Deadline or one of the Hollywood type of deals that there is a sequel or a companion movie to Melancholia coming out.
No,
Like a
really?
variety?
Like a second version or like a continuation of some story or something. I thought
Yeah,
that was,
it was
going to
be a
world
prequel.
movie.
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
The planet was crashing into the other planet.
Yes.
Like I don't think like it would be cool though if like a planet was broken off.
I don't know. I don't know what it
Maybe
was.
it's
I saw it.
like a simultaneous at the same time
Or maybe
going
it was
along.
the same author or something. But I saw something and I was like, oh, God, it's coming for him again. She's going to drag him out there and make him
No,
watch the sad
do
movie.
not go to the Enzion to see something that's going to make you sad.
Well, EJ, anything you have to promote? or anything?
See me on Twitch. I'm EJ_Chungus. I've been playing Pokemon Go every night.
Monkey Man, go.
Monkey Man Go.
Okay.
Master League. That's my specialty.
And people watch you do
Yeah.
this?
Master League.
Yeah.
You have to be a master to be in the league. I'm guessing.
It's the highest level league. So like it has no limit on your CP of your Pokemon.
Now, I am curious of the
You
people.
can hear me yell at my kids and tell them to go to bed and brush their teeth.
If you watch
As I'm
EJ
playing.
play this, email me because I want to interview you. I want to see what your life is.
I had a guy watching me from South Africa the other night.
So really?
Yeah,
Hey, good luck
yeah.
with your fake Pokemon.
There's a lot of guys that are like, but there's a
You
lot
are
of
big for
bots that try
nothing.
to get you to like log onto their Discord and
And
try
you
to
do,
steal
don't you?
information.
Oh, my God.
I think that
so
a lot
many
of the
porn
people that are
stars.
watching are that.
So you got one guy from South Africa and some Discord bots that watch you.
And a guy from like Vancouver. and,
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
I want
all right.
everyone to go there and watch and make a fake name and let's try to catfish EJ.
Please.
Let's try to get him thinking that people are really watching this. And let's try
I
to
will
get
probably
him.
be on there between like 7:30
There you
and
go.
8 o'clock tonight.
No,
All right.
Okay.
Go watch
Every
EJ
night I'll be doing it for the past
Chungus.
couple weeks. Yeah.
He's playing Master League Pokemon. Pokemon.
Pokemon Go.
Go
Yeah.
hang out with his
You
friend
tell
from-
jokes while you do it, or
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
Or tell about how my day went and stuff like that.
All
My
right.
day was terrible.
So you
Well,
like,
I'll tell you about
glad
Friday.
I'm here with you, South African friend, in my, my web bots. Who's going to win the election, web bots?
I'm,
Oh, I avoid that. No, I took a no from
They're
you
all
guys. No
Russian
politics.
bots. They're
Yeah.
all trying to influence the election.
I don't mean this to sound mean.
You're gonna say something to me. Just get it out of your system.
No, I honestly I don't. But if someone is like, "Hey, do you want to listen to EJ talk about how his day went while he plays Pokemon
Didn't you say
Go?"
you wanted to hear a normal person the other day?
Yeah,
I listened to your show. You know this, right?
Did I say that?
Yeah.
No. You took it the wrong way. This is not what a normal person does, though.
no, this is, and you're not. I would say you're not a normal
sure,
person.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah. We will be right back.
Awesome. All right, we did it. Are we doing anything more? Or?
No, that's a Tuesday.
Yeah,
So
that's 1 and 2, but okay.
and then we got 3 and 4 earlier.
Yep, we already got it.
And so we'll just do Wednesday show tomorrow.
Okay. That's fine to me.
I was gonna put Marlon Wayans to the second part of tomorrow, but we'll just record something else.
Cool. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us today, guys. We hope you had a good day. Good luck.